University is trying to trace descendants of two women who were murdered almost 90 years ago after their skulls were found in its archive. Isabella Ruxton and Mary Rogerson were the victims of a case which made headlines around the world, but not all of their remains were returned to their families for burial. The university is now trying to find their relatives so they can be laid to rest. Our Home Affairs correspondent, David Cowan, has this exclusive report.
In the late 1960s, a retired professor recalled the most famous case of his career, the Jigsaw murders of 1935. Named after dismembered and disfigured human remains were found beneath a bridge near Moffat in Dumfries and Galloway.
Eventually, as a result of work lasting about a fortnight to begin with, we were able to piece together what we thought represented two bodies.
Using groundbreaking techniques, the scientists identified the remains as Isabella Ruxton and her family's nursemaid, Mary Rogerson, who'd been reported missing 100 miles away in Lancaster. The case against Isabella's husband, Dr. Buck Ruxton, was hailed as the trial of the century. The jury was shown this, Isabella's portrait, an X-ray of her skull, then one superimposed over the other, a chilling match. A new technique for analysing fingerprints was used to identify Mary. Ruxton was found guilty of murder. Huge crowds gathered outside Manchester's Strangeways prison on the day of his execution.
Put simply, anything before the Ruxton case is ancient history. Anything after the Ruxton case is modern, integrated, forensic science-led investigation. That was the difference. It was hugely important.
Some of the remains were returned to Mary and Isabella's grieving families, but others, including their skulls, were retained for medical research. Funerals took place with bodies which were incomplete. The remains were stored in a vault alongside documents from the case and were largely forgotten until last year, when an inquiry from an academic led to their rediscovery.
The overriding feeling was, OK, these are perhaps not being treated with the full level of care and respect we'd want. In particular, the feeling of should we still actually have them here, and might they be better being returned to their families.
Isabella and Buck Ruxton's 3 young children were orphaned and fostered. No one knows whether they were ever told their father had been hanged for murdering their mother. The university is hoping someone will come forward so it can finally help lay Isabella and Mary to rest 9 decades after they died. David Cowan reporting Scotland, Edinburgh.